We are in the middle of the jump-off for the LGCT Grand Prix of Cannes. Michael van der Vleuten is in the ring now. There is his father, Eric van der Vleuten, inside the kiss and cry, alongside his groom as well. As it stands now, Gilles Thomas and Luna are leading the jump-off. There's still a lot of riders to come. A lot of talent still to follow after this round of Michael van der Vleuten. We're going to try and speak to his father, Eric, to see if we can get some reaction from the kiss and cry. Michael van der Vleuten and O'Bailey currently inside the ring. So there is Eric van der Vleuten on the side. We'll wait for the official time of Michael van der Vleuten here on O'Bailey. Currently still clear in the ring. Time to beat is 40:21. But he's behind on time. Still clear, but behind on time. 40:21, the time to beat. He's not going to get there, and he has a fence go down as well. Let's see if we can get some reaction from Eric van der Vleuten after this. Eric, very quickly, what did you think of Michael's round?
Yeah, a bit unlucky fault. We know he's not the quickest one yet, but this was a bit unlucky fault. We were going for a pretty decent clear round, but a bit unlucky.
The 40:21 of Gilles Thomas, is that enough, or do you think someone will take some off?
He was quick. He's a quick rider, a quick horse, but we know we have still quick horses to go, so it's not finished yet.
Yeah, best of luck for the rest of the week. Good, thank you very much. Eric van der Vleuten, the father of Michael van der Vleuten, currently leaving the ring now. Says it's slightly unlucky. Will not be a stage win for Michael van der Vleuten today. But as he says, there's a lot of riders still to come. As it stands now, Duarte Seabra, the Portuguese, makes his way into the ring. Let's keep an eye on what's happening in the jump-off.
Absolutely correct, but it happened in Miami and now it happens here in Cannes. At the moment that he needs that from Dourados, the gelding doesn't give it him. And so it is full, and yeah, time penalties as well. Dourados and Duarte Seabra delighted for the clear, and then as you're celebrating, a punch through to the stomach that blows all the air out of your lungs and makes you feel miserable. That, I think, is how Duarte Seabra now feels. Thomas is still leading, 40.21. He leads by 3 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. Did anybody get clear or get near him? No, nobody got near the time. Ludger Beerbaum is building a final vertical for Christian Koekoek. Koekoek is to come next after Jana Frederike Meyer-Zimmermann. Second with Goya in Vienna. Oh, and that's a huge stretch for Messi. She's got 2 podiums under her belt, but never the top step. She is 0.07 behind, and that's not much, because in the next line she can really use the big stride. Use that stride of Messi. Push him, and push him, because there's only one fence. Keep going, just keep going, Jelle. Keep going. It's coming, it's right there. Push him, and there it is. Sub 40 seconds. Sub 40 seconds. And it is Jana Frederike Meyer-Zimmermann who has taken the lead in Cannes in what is an exceptional final 2 lines. Never did she touch the bridle, never did she touch the reins. She just pushed and pushed him right down to the wire, and it pays off because she has taken the lead. And would it be that so many years after the win of Plot Blue here in 2013 that 11 years later a son of his would win the Grand Prix. Goodness me. If that happens, you have to push and hope that something comes up, that you see something that looks like an acceptable distance. Jana Schumacher, that was magic. It's exactly how we all felt. What you see right there is exactly how we all felt about that round of Jana Frederica Mayer-Zimmermann. Can you believe that? So, let's regroup, let's reorganize. 5 to go, including Christian Kuckuck. 39.55 is to beat. And Jana Frederica Mayer-Zimmermann has not made it easy for this man. A little bit sketchy there. Just be gentle. Can she keep her perfect record? Because this is just her second LGCT Grand Prix. The previous one she won. Oh, look at that tight turn. This has to put him in front at this point, but can he also risk it to the last and the second last, the way Jana Schumacher did it? He is a second in front, but there's a huge task waiting for him in those last two lines. He's got margin on Jana Schumacher, but how much is he going to lose here? And that's gone, and Jana Schumacher is still leading, and that means that Gilles Thomas is still second, Thibaut Spitz is still third, and it is Kuckuck now aiming for top 4. Christian Kuckuck in front of Cotard, it is 40.8, and Kuckuck is fourth indeed. It's Germany, Belgium, Belgium, Germany for the top 4 here in Cannes. Jana Schumacher, Gilles Thomas, Thibaut Spitz and Christian Kuckuck, who has gone faster than Spitz, but not faster than Gilles Thomas nor Jana Frederica Mayer-Zimmermann. 4 left. The smart move of the extra stride in the first line, and then the very tight rollback from 10 to 7. Has Macaulay seen that approach, that plan? The added stride, the quiet approach in the first line and the very tight rollback. Macaulay with GRS Lady Amaro, the lightness in his seat and in his hand. Look at how he jumps that. He goes on the angle and jumps from outside to inside with a light bend. And this has to put him in front of Jana Schumacher as well. Second and a half, so quicker than Kuckuck. Flies over the Oxer, rolls back again. Still in front, no doubts. And now come the tests. Can he persist? Can he continue? No! Down goes both rails. Jana Mayer-Zimmermann still in the lead. Macaulay on 8 penalties. No podium for him. Gilles Thomas and Thibaut Spitz closer and closer to a podium. Mayer-Zimmermann to her first ever win on the Longines Global Champions Tour. Macaulay on 8, he is 9th. We have 3 to go. If one rail drops from now on, Mayer-Zimmermann guaranteed of a podium. And here she comes, the one that everyone fears. It's Malin Bayard-Jonsen and H&M Indiana. Though in the jump-offs here in Cannes before, like last year, never on the podium. The turn is a little bit more difficult than with Kuckuck. And oh, that's gone as well. Jana Schumacher is on the podium of the Longines Global Champions Tour Grand Prix here in Cannes. There's a medal waiting for the German. The question now is, which color? What kind of medal? Bronze, silver or gold. There's another one. Oh, then it's 8 now. And the one they fear will not be the one that wins. Malin Bayard-Johnsen and H&M Indiana with 8 penalties in 44.27 seconds. Janne Frederike Meyer-Zimmermann guaranteed of the podium. If from now on a real false, Gilles Thomas is on the podium. And we have to start asking ourselves the question, not just who is going to jump double clear, but who is going to make a time sub 40 seconds. Only Janne Frederike Meyer-Zimmermann made that work. Deflation. Ben Meyer now next. And keep in mind, Scott Brash has won 12 Longines Global Champions Tour Grand Prix. A record. Ben Meyer has won 11. The battle of the Brits. Can Meyer get level? And can he win his first Grand Prix since Paris 2021? Here with Point Break. Oh, that's long. And he's flat and he won't win it. And that means that Gilles Thomas joins Janne Meyer on the podium. Though he is quicker than Janne Meyer, it is 4 penalties once again. This time for Ben Meyer, and make that 8 and make that 12, and that's a drop for Meyer. And could it then be, depending on the results of Mathieu Billon, that Thibaut Spitz is going to score his first ever podium in the Longines Global Champions Tour Grand Prix in his second jump off? It is 12 penalties for Point Break and for Ben Meyer. And Janne Frederike Meyer-Zimmermann, second is guaranteed. Gilles Thomas also on the podium. He's going to be the one that makes the biggest jump on the standings. Well, listen to how that crowd is being worked by the stadium announcer, as the last man in is a French rider. It is Mathieu Billon. All the way from up north, from Normandy, on L'Orgue de Muse. A unique chance with his 13-year-old gelding by Nabab de Rêve, out of probably the best broodmare in the world, Cordula de l'Aubry. Billon, second Grand Prix, second clear. 39.55 is the challenge. If a real falls, Spitz joins the podium. And Meyer wins her first LGCT Grand Prix. On the angle, not the perfect shot for the approach to Volvo. 1.4 in front. We know that Janne Meyer made all the difference in the last 2 lines. That is tight. That is tight. Two left, and margins are shrinking. Mathieu Billon might just not make it, or is he going to make it? He has to go all in, and he doesn't do that. 39.55, it's going to be Janne Meyer. Janne Meyer has won her first Grand Prix, as Mathieu Billon will join her on the podium in third with Gilles Thomas in the second. What an exceptional performance of this lady, Janne Frederike Meyer-Zimmermann. The only one below 40 seconds, Mathieu Billon. Strong performance, led in the first 2 sectors, but what Janne Meyer did in those last 2 lines is mind-blowing. I can only say, do not try that at home. Great performance from Mathieu Billon. The French will have to wait another day to 2025, when it will be 10 years ago that Penelope Le Prévost will have won the Grand Prix, the last French rider to win in Cannes. And so 11 after the win of Plot Blue, now his son Messi van het Ruitershof wins the Longines Global Champions Tour Grand Prix of Cannes. Messi, who is actually born in the same year as Luna van het Ruitershof. Isn't that something as well? Jana Frederike Meyer-Zimmermann wins. Gilles Thomas is second. Mathieu Billot is third. And Thibaut Spitz by 3 seconds misses out on the podium. Then Coucou, Cotard, Tops Alexander and Michael van der Vleuten. Duarte Sciabra. In the end, Sciabra is 9. Then Macaulay, Hennes, Bayer Johnson and Meyer, who will be disappointed. Then the fast four of Boisset, Epaillard, Philipparts, Scow, Lynch and the others. But I think it has to be the first time that brother and sister win a Grand Prix in the same season on the Longines Global Champions Tour. H&M Luna van het Ruitershof and Messi van het Ruitershof. That adds another dimension to this win. On the left, Messi. On the right, Luna, Gilles Thomas and Jana Meyer. And don't be mistaken, this is not the Luna that won in Mexico. This is the Luna that won in Shanghai, but we're focusing on Jana Meyer, who is level with Gilles Thomas at that point. Still exactly level. 0.07 behind, the split time says. Actually still behind. Into the double. Spot on. Nothing between them. And then she just let go of the reins and she started to push and she gave leg one stride less and then I think another stride less. Not pushing at all, not pulling at all I should say. And it just matched. It just matched. It was the perfect distance. And from there on she was out of reach and could not be met, could not be beaten. Jana Frederike Meyer-Zimmermann and Messi van het Ruitershof. What a round, ladies and gentlemen. Last year it was a sensational Grand Prix here under the floodlights, but this Grand Prix is right up there with that performance of Jana Frederike Meyer-Zimmermann here at this stage that means so much to the team of the Iron Dames and of the Cannes Stars. The positivity around that team and about that whole project of these women empowering in sports just continues to grow and to like an oil stain spreads in the water and has influence on so many people. Jana Frederike Meyer-Zimmermann, first ever win on the Longines Global Champions Tour and her first ever appearance here in the Stade de Esperide. Jana Frederike Meyer is down with Rosie Tapner. I'm sure she'll be smiling from ear to ear. Let's listen to the Cannes Grand Prix winner.
Jana, that is your first Longines Global Champions Tour Grand Prix win. How did you keep your cool?
You know, I think it was just the right time. For us, it's kind of a home show because we are the Cannes Stars, powered by Iron Dames. And already yesterday, the whole team gave her very best. And then in the end, we had many clear rounds, but we ended up a little bit unlucky on a 4th place, just missing the podium. And I think today, Sophie and me, we were like super, super motivated. And then in the jump off, I just thought, okay, you try everything. And then I saw the distance to the plank, and it was far away. But I thought, okay, you can take it. And then he did it. And then we landed so far. And then I had just a short second of a moment where I thought, now you just drop the weight and go and see if you can make it. And he made it. And I'm so thankful for this horse. I mean, what an amazing jumper, and I'm so thankful for the whole team support, and also thank you here, the crowd. It was amazing. It was such a beautiful show for me, and yeah, I'm like, really, I love to come again.
Absolutely. I don't know if you were aware, but actually by the double, you were still behind on the time. So you picked up that time in the last lines and the crowd were behind you the whole way. Were you aware of that?
Actually, usually I'm like 100% focused, and I could hear my husband screaming, and I really hate when he screams in, but I could hear him screaming. But the lucky thing was I also had the distance, and I just went on, and then, yeah, I think it was this moment you don't have often, but today it was there, and I think it was just in the right time, and I hope the whole crowd can celebrate with me later.
Oh, 100%. We'll all be celebrating with you later. You had to wait a while for the jump off. You had to wait till slightly later on. Were you able to watch watch a few and keep your cool, or were you focused and in your own head?
No, I was more in my own head, because after this jump off, I was so lucky with my horse that I was just thankful, and I think we couldn't have done any better, so I was just waiting for the end to come.
Lastly, it's not just top of the podium here, but you've also gained your golden ticket to the Super Grand Prix as well. How much does that mean?
A lot. I mean, I'm so proud to be part of the Iron Dames team, and now already be qualified for the Super Grand Prix. I think for all of us it's really cool, and it also gives some power for the other riders.
All that's left to say is that you are the Longines Global Champions Tour of Cannes winner. Well done.
Thank you.
A massive smile on the face of Jana Frederike Meyer-Zimmermann. Perhaps a smile that can only be rivaled by that of Deborah Meyer, who joins us in the studio tonight. Deborah, this has been an impossible weekend to maybe describe, but I want to ask you to try and describe how this weekend has been for you.
Absolutely amazing. So many emotions, so many... I cannot find my words. It's been amazing, absolutely amazing, to bring the Cannes stars forward by Iron Dames to Cannes, to have this amazing double key round by Jana in Cannes, to see her jump like she jumped so well with Messi. It's really amazing.
This was the home stage for you. We spoke a lot about Cannes stars powered by the Iron Dames coming home this weekend. It wasn't what you maybe wanted in the Global Champions League, but today then on the Longines Global Champions Tour, two of your riders into the jump off. It must really be seen as a massive successful weekend for you still.
It's an amazing weekend for the Cannes stars powered by Iron Dames, but above all, it's a team. It's the team which made it possible. We work and move as one, and to see everyone standing behind around Jana, Sophie, and Kim over the weekend was amazing. And congratulations to Jana.
We will let you get to this prize giving because I know you want to. Thank you very much and well done again. Deborah Meyer joining us live in studio. Please, off you go. Deborah Meyer joining us live in studio. She made it very clear that she wants to be front and center for the prize giving. That is officially getting underway, as you can see behind me. The riders making their way into the ring. And as we said, crossover slightly, a Global Champions League and the Longines Global Champions Tour with the support from the Cannes stars powered by the Iron Dames for Sophie Hinners, who gets into the jump off, for Jana Frederike Meyer-Zimmermann, who goes on to get into the jump off, jump double clear, and do it in a sub-40 time to win the LGCT Grand Prix of Cannes. Has been a wonderful story for the home team this weekend. Let's go into the ring, let's join the podium celebrations, and let's watch this wonderful, wonderful rider of Jana Frederike Meyer-Zimmermann be handed her winner's trophy live in Cannes 2024.
And the funny story is, all these horses that you'll see in a minute in the same shot right there, all these horses were born less than 30 kilometers from each other. Laure de Muse and Luna van het Dennenhof in the same year, and a year later Messi van het Ruitershof. Laure de Muse by Nabab de Rêve and For Pleasure, bred by the winner Rombout and owned by Serge Bataillé with Mathieu Billon. Third place for Mathieu Billon, 0.04 of a second behind Gilles Thomas on Luna van het Dennenhof, bred by Mark van Dijk, who's here, and Patrick de Munk. Luna by Prins van der Wolfsacker and Kidam de Revel, still owned by Mark van Dijk and Patrick de Munk. But the winner is Messi van het Ruitershof and Jana Frederike Maier, bred by Stald Ruitershof by Plot Blue and For Pleasure. And the family then has now produced, if I'm right, 3 Longines Global Champions Tour Grand Prix winners in Messi, in Luna, and of course in Emeralds. And now the German national anthem in the honor of Jana Maier. German national anthem for Jana Frederike Maier Timmerman, and she is the first lady rider to qualify for the Super Grand Prix, to win a Grand Prix this season. That man is François Bourret. In behalf of the organizing committee, the president of the Jumping International de Cannes, Jan Tops with a trophy for Thibaut Spitz. Not for Thibaut Spitz, for Gilles Thomas. And the Longines watch being presented by Longines' brand manager here in France. But there's the trophy out of the hands of David Linard. He's the mayor of Cannes for 10 years now, 10 consecutive years. And of course, one of the men who pushed the renovation of the stadium of the Stade Hesperides. And there's your podium there, the leading 3. Gilles Thomas, 3 consecutive clears, double clears, apologies. And in fairness, you also have to say that Gilles Thomas has made 3 consecutive podium finishes, and not many have done that. Jana Maier, just let it happen, just enjoy it. Why spray champagne, waste champagne, if you can drink it. The precious bubbles. Well, what a Grand Prix, ladies and gentlemen. What a storyline. The Iron Dames, the Cannes Stars, powered by Iron Dames, have triumphed once again. Now not in the Global Champions League, but they did so in the Longines Global Champions Tour Grand Prix of Cannes, the 7th one of the season. We have to catch our breath from all the emotions that we felt here this weekend. Luckily, next week there is no stage, so it is in 2 weeks' time that we will meet again in Paris, the city of lights and the city of love, for the 8th Grand Prix of the season. Eduardo Alvarez Aznarde, championship leader, will be there. What about Kuhner, Koekoek, Van der Vleuten, Skou, De Lestre, Thomas? They have to defend their positions. I hope you have enjoyed this very spectacular Longines Global Champions Tour Grand Prix of Cannes. Please catch your breath, but please join us once again for stage 8 in 2 weeks' time in Paris for round 8 of the Longines Global Champions Tour. From all of us here at the French Riviera, thank you very much for watching. Take care and bye-bye.
Welcome back to GCTV. Catching my breath, trying to watch the riders come out of the ring, watching Jana enjoy her lap of honor, and Gilles Thomas as well. As Fredrik de Backer points out, what a season this is turning out to be for young Gilles Thomas, who not only goes on to register yet another double clear, but actually jumps into the top 5 of the overall LGCT Championship standings. So how unlikely would it maybe have been for an LGCT Championship run for Gilles Thomas at the beginning of the year? All of a sudden wins in Shanghai, begins to podium, begins to jump double clear after double clear, and all of a sudden now Gilles Thomas inside the top 5, keeping pressure on Max Kuna, on Christian Kukuk, on Eduardo Alvarez Aznar. Don't be surprised if young Gilles Thomas continues to impress and move higher and higher as the season goes on. This is a look, by the way, on your screen. You can see the visuals of Jana Fredrika Meyer making her way into the studio. We are going to follow her the whole way through into the studio. Allow me to also watch some visuals here on the right-hand side of the screen of Jana, who will be coming through to the studio, and we will follow her the entire way. I'm also reaching to get our Sharpie. We need Jana to sign the LGCT Cannes cap. We spoke to you earlier on about our social media feeds, about how you have the opportunity to win this cap signed by tonight's winner. And now that that has been established, now that we are aware that Jana Fredrika Meyer Zimmerman is going to sign this cap, we know who it is. We'll bring her back and we'll follow her route the whole way through into the studio here. I am very interested to find out the thoughts of Jana. I am very interested to hear more about what Deborah Meyer had to say about how important this weekend has been for the Cannes Stars, powered by the Iron Dames, for them to come to their home stage, to miss out on the podium in the Global Champions League, but to then have 2 riders get into the jump-off, one of them going on to win. Oh, that is just a remarkable story that brings to an end a remarkable weekend as well. The champagne has been sprayed, the medals have been handed out, and there on the right-hand side of your screen, Jana is being escorted into the studio. There's no need to run, Jana. There is no need to run. This is behind the scenes footage of tonight's champion making her way into the studio all the way around here, Jana. That is a behind the scenes view of our champion tonight making her way into the studio. That is for you. Try and tell me how you are feeling. Just try your hardest to tell me how you are feeling.
Honestly, I'm so thankful. I mean, you know, it was this moment. It was just there, and I took it. I took the chance, and I think also my horse just deserved it so much because he jumped well from the beginning of the year. And he did many clear rounds for the team, and we brought him up slowly after injury. And then he already won 2 Grand Prix this year, but not like a Global Tour 5-star Grand Prix.
Sure.
But I know that he can do it. And today it was there, and I had a little bit of a normal quick start because my first turn was maybe a little bit like on the outside line, and then I took the 7, and then to the combination I took the 7, and then I saw the distance to the plank, and it was far away, but I saw it, and I saw.
And you had to go for it.
I took it, and then it was just there that I take once again the first distance to the last, and I could feel that we were like a little bit like, but we can do it. And then he jumped, and
there is a lovely saying, fortune favors the brave, Jana, and you were very brave tonight. Messi was very brave tonight, and because of that, you were able to shave time off. You were able to beat the time. You were able to go on and beat young Gilles Thomas as well. Did you feel that sub 40 was possible when you were watching the other jump-off riders? What in your mind were you thinking was going to be enough? How much meat had to come off that bone to be successful tonight?
Honestly, I didn't really watch the others because my only struggle this weekend was a little bit the warm-up, which is quite tight, and I really had to focus on Messi, that he stayed cool because he's a little bit afraid of other horses, so he was always shy in the warm-up and then proud in the ring.
Yeah.
And so I didn't really watch the others. I just had my husband who told me the distance, and I know that it was like a 9 to the last, and then I saw the 8. And that was my chance.
Let's cross over brands here, which is something that we don't often do with the Global Champions League and the Longines Global Champions Tour. But you are literally jumping the LGCT Grand Prix in your Iron Dames kit. We had Deborah Mayer in here, Sophie Hinner's into the jump off as well. Talk to me about what that relationship has done for you, what that relationship is doing for show jumping, because there's no denying that whether it's Global Champions League for the teams or now the individuals on the Longines Global Champions Tour, that Iron Dames effect is looking very, very successful. Jana, talk to me about how it's managing to find success in all the right places.
Yes, I mean, I have to say, when I start with myself, without Deborah, without her support, I wouldn't be here today, because after last year, when Messi was a little bit injured, I went down the ranking because I had no other horse to jump the top classes. Yeah. So now, as part of the team, I'm able to do it. And of course, in the first moment, I committed myself and said, oh, what a great idea, what a great thing, female team. And then right from the start, we had the feeling this is something special. It's not only about...
And I've never seen a kiss and cry with so many people in a kiss and cry. It talks about the support that is given to you guys.
We have a big supporting group. We have a big supporting group. But also I feel like it's not about, or not only about women in the sport. It's even more. It's about living your dream. And that's what we do. And I think we are really a close group.
Talk to me about having your family present. I saw a lovely photo here of your husband and your son as well. I remember seeing you in Doha with them, but it's not very often that the family can always come to the shows. What does it mean then to have them present, to watch them, watch mom do what she does and be successful? How does that change your emotion, being able to jump in front of them?
Yeah, I mean, that's for sure something special. The good thing is my son don't really care if I'm good or not good.
Oh,
he
that's
says,
the best.
That's the best part. So he would be also happy if I have one down. But of course, it's special to have them around, and also to have the family traveling with you, because I mean that's also a hard part as a mother in the sport. Sure. If you can't do that, I mean I need this kind of support. Otherwise you don't see your kid often. That's something that wouldn't be the right for me. So we travel together as a small family, and that's also something special.
So Jana, before I let you go, what we are going to do is we are going to hear from Gilles Thomas, who finished in second place today, by the way, the young Belgian, continuing to earn LGCT championship points, now inside the top 5 overall. While we hear from Gilles Thomas, I will ask you to sign our Longines Global Champions Tour cap. So let's hear from Gilles Thomas' reaction in his second place finish. Well, Jana puts the $1 million signature on her cap. Gilles Thomas.
Gilles, you are really stamping your mark in the Longines Global Champions Tour in the Grand Prix. 3 podiums now. Can you sum that up?
Yeah, it's amazing. Everything, like I've now Luna and Hermitage are 2 unbelievable horses, and they have a good age now. They gained some experience last year. Me also as a rider, and yeah, that makes it yeah, it results in 3 podiums so far.
In the championship as well, I don't know if you're aware, you've gone from 7th up to 5th now tonight. That is really important championship points.
Yes, indeed. In the beginning of the season, I wasn't really thinking about overall ranking, but now, with the 3 podiums I have already, I maybe have to go a bit for the overall as well. Yeah.
Absolutely. I also want to talk about tonight because the horsepower that turned up for Grand Prix tonight and 13 in the jump off. How did you keep your cool?
Yeah, we were with a lot in the jump off, but actually it was a tough course. But yeah, there were so many good riders and horses on the start list. And then at the end, also a bit like Shanghai, I just have to ride with Luna my own round. And then, at the end it was just not good enough. But because of my time was quite fast, they all had to go. And the pressure was on the rest of the riders. And that's why I think there were also many faults after me.
You really did create that pressure really early on with Luna. She is such a fantastic horse. Just how far do you think this partnership can go?
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, she needed a bit of time because she's now 13, but actually, she has the experience and her body is ready to really jump the big stuff. And now, we are just enjoying it.
Just lastly, how special has it been here in Cannes? What's the venue like?
Yeah, actually it's my second time here. Also last year I really liked it. It's always late, but it has also something special in the dark with the lights. And the people are, they are a bit, because of the time, a bit in party mode, so they are really cheering, and that's nice to ride.
It's great to see you on the podium once again. Well done.
Thank you.
A big smile on the face on Gilles Thomas. I believe that Frederik de Backer is standing by, has a question for Jana Frederik Meyer-Zimmermann as well, wants to jump in on the show. Frederik, we've done some quick work. We've got Jana an earpiece. We want you to come into the show, talk to us. All ears. Over to you, Frederik de Backer, with your 2024 LGCT Champion of Cannes.
Well, Jana, first of all, congratulations. That was sensational. What I want to know is, at any point, to that second last fence and even to the last, did you think it's not going to come, it's not there, or did you see that distance all the way through? When did you think and feel like, okay, it's there?
Yeah, it's funny. To the second last jump, I actually saw it really early, and I just took it. So I felt confident, even if it was a vertical. But then the last one, I couldn't see it really coming. But I thought the second last was okay, so just do it again and let him go.
Jana, how do you plan for a jump-off that has 13 riders in it? How do you plan for a jump-off that has 13 riders? Because it almost feels like a whole new round when you get a jump-off that's so big. Does it change your preparation in any way? Does it change how you deal in the warm-up in any way when the jump-off is so big?
Yes, I think it depends a little bit on the horse also. But I know that already some also had faults, and I thought if I have a good time and if I have one down, I still have a chance to be placed. So I just thought better take the risk and go for it all.
And a Super Grand Prix in Riyadh later this year at the GC playoffs. What is that going to mean to you? Describe to me how it will feel to be jumping in that Super Grand Prix at the end of the year.
I mean, for me, it's also a goal at the end of the year. So that's also something I love about the Global Tour and our team. We can plan for it. So we know already now we have the chance to be part of it. And then you can really to plan your way up to it.
Okay, I believe there's one more question. Frederik, let's get your final question. I'll give you the final question to Jana. Last one for you.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Mark, but all the Grand Prix so far have been jumped with Messi van der Uitershof. Now, the news came out just a few days ago that Calvino is going to join Jana Meyer's stable. How, Jana, are you looking forward to that? When do you think we'll see him? Is it going to be early in the season? Is it going to be only late in the season? Because you've all done everything with Messi, but now Calvino coming in, that all of a sudden doubles your power.
Oh, that is a great question. That's why I have him on the show. That's why we make sure we keep him. Talk to us about that then. When does Calvino come in and what do you expect?
Yeah, Actually, it's true. I mean, you open up a secret here, but that's fine.
That's
That's fine.
job. That is his job.
Totally fine, totally fine. So he will, he's already in my stable, and he will join our Iron Dames team. So he is like Iron Dames Sinclair now, Iron Dames Calvino.
Beautiful.
And that's, amazing support of mine. But also what's unbelievable from Deborah, she said, take the time, get to know the horse. And so I think we'll bring him up slowly, but for sure this season you will see him with me.
Okay, lovely. Jana, it is a pleasure to have you in the studio. It is a pleasure to watch you ride the way you did today. Congratulations on your victory tonight. We look forward to seeing you at the Super Grand Prix at the end of the year as well. But take your trophy, take your family, take your Iron Dames family as well. Celebrate tonight and enjoy the rest of the evening.
Thank you very much.
Right. What a performance from Jana. Frederick, let's bring you back full screen. We'll allow Jana to walk out and go on and enjoy her celebrations tonight. Frederick, now that you've spoken to the champion already and unveiled, as she says, a big secret as well, good on you. That's why you are here. Frederick, how do you try and wrap up what's taken place? Don't run away from it now. Talk to me about how you try and reflect on a Grand Prix like this, on a jump off of 13 riders, on a sub-40 time, on Gilles Thomas, on Jana, on Iron Dames. Where do you even begin to try and wrap your head around a night like this in Cannes?
I really thought that it was out in the press and it was out in the world and it was known about Calvino. But hey, there you go. Now everybody knows it. What am I thinking? Two of the first riders retired and I thought, ooh, spicy. Then all of a sudden we got all those clears, one after the other. I thought, oh no, he's made it too easy. I even sent in our commentators group of all the languages, international commentators, I said, is this too easy? What are your thoughts? And then you had the clear, and then you had, again, 4s and 8s. So it was a little bit about of everything. Also, the way I analyzed the course, in the end, played out slightly different than what I thought with a long approach to the Oxer at 5. I thought that was going to be different. But then in the end, you've got the big names in there. You've got all the big guns that come after that group of newcomers, like Thibaut Spitz, like Duarte Chiabra, like Mathieu Biot, like Jana Schumacher. You have to be fair about that as well. And you don't know what's going to happen. But then, for the way it has been won, Mark, we have to be aware, we have to realize that this is a Sanne Thijssen moment in Madrid. This is a Zuma Zorro moment in Paris, a Lucy Davis moment back in Vienna. This was a unique way that this Grand Prix has been won. And then my brain starts to go. And then I realized that 11 years ago, the sire of Messi, Plot Blue, had won the Grand Prix here in Cannes, which makes it a little bit exceptional. And then I realized that the 3 horses that sit on the podium, they are born 30 kilometers apart from each other. And then I realized that Luna, the Mexico City Grand Prix winner, and Messi are actually brother and sister and grew up in the field together, born in the same year. I think it has never happened before in the Longines Global Champions Tour Grand Prix that a brother and a sister won the Grand Prix in the same year. So my head is spinning out of control.
I will try and give you a simpler question to close, because I want to talk about the LGCT overall rankings, and we'll bring that up on the screen later. But we already knew that Eduardo Alvarez-Alzner was going to hold on to the lead. We already had a feeling that Max Kuhne was going to be leapfrogged, which, by the way, Christian Kuckuck has done. He leapfrogs him into second place. Michael van der Vleuten makes up some ground, but where I'm going with this is Gilles Thomas, Frederick. Here we have this young, sensational rider that is living up to all the wonderful expectations, wins in Shanghai, jumps double clear after double clear, more championship points tonight. Gilles Thomas putting in a real championship charge against these senior riders. Is it maybe a year for the unthinkable for a young man like that to take on Christian Kuckuck, to take on Alzner, to take on Kuhne? Could this be the year of Gilles Thomas?
It is already the year of Gilles Thomas. That's all we can say. I mean, the third consecutive.
Oh, that's a great
podium.
answer. Great answer.
It happened. It happened only a few times in the history of the league or of the tour that riders booked those consecutive performances, consecutive podiums. Think of Smulders. Last year he did it 5 times. Gilles Thomas is now on 3. I mean, that's the story that we're going to build up towards Paris or wherever we'll see. Maybe in Stockholm. Gilles Thomas brought to Cannes Constantine. Constantine is a fairly new horse for him, showed some competitiveness. Constantine is not yet going to jump clears in the Grand Prix, but Constantine is going to be the horse that can jump clears in the qualifiers and support his other horses. So Gilles Thomas is building horses around Luna, around Hermitage and others. So this could very well become the year of Gilles Thomas. Could very well be that Gilles Thomas, if it is going to be the year of Gilles Thomas, and then we're talking really championship-wise, then he could become the first or the youngest ever LGCT championship winner. He could become the first Belgian since Ludo Philippaerts in 2006 to win the championship. So let's be honest, Mark, at this moment, all the stars are aligning for Gilles Thomas.
Oh, and what a year it is turning out to be for the young man who again finishes second today, as we say, jumps up. And what a great comment from Frederick. It is already the year of Gilles Thomas. Right, Frederick de Backer, we will let you go. Thank you very much. From a show jumping perspective, we have a week off before we go to Paris, but still a lot to do in that next week. And I look forward to that as well. We will let you go, Frederick de Backer. Thank you very, very much. As we get ready to say good night here from Cannes, we'll bring up the overall rankings very quickly and remind you then as to how it stands. Eduardo Alvarez Aznat holds on to the lead. Confirmation then of Christian Kuckuck leapfrogging Max Kuhne now into second place. Max drops down to third. Michael van der Vleuten into fourth after getting into the jump off today. And as we said, Gilles Thomas now just 8 points behind van der Vleuten, barely 30 points behind Eduardo Alvarez Aznat, with a lot of jumping still to follow. Andreas Scow, Simon de Lestre and Duarte Seabra, who makes it into the jump off today, earns big championship points, actually now charges inside the top 8 of the overall ranking on that beautiful final image of a sun-lit arena, of a floodlight-lit arena, shall I say, here in Cannes. What a beautiful way to end the show. What a beautiful way to end the weekend, to end stage 7 of the Longines Global Champions Tour. It all comes down in Cannes. We have a week off, as we said. We now go through in 2 weeks' time to the city of Paris, which is where we will see you. My name is Mark Lewis. This is GCTV. Thank you for joining us. Well done to Jana Frederica Meyer, and what a performance from her to go on to be crowned champion. Eduardo Alvarez Aznat still holds on to that lead. We'll see him and you back in Paris. Bye-bye.
Paris awakens. The aroma of fresh coffee mingles with the fragrance of victory. A timeless equestrian dance unfolds in the heart of Paris, a symphony of hooves pounding on the ground. A ballet in perfect harmony, where time seems to dissolve into the air. Each jump transports us to a world of glamour and passion.
The Longines Global Champions Tour of Paris from the 21st to the 23rd of June.